Did he?
I'm ready when you are, mate. I'm fussing the dog.
Hello, you absolute legends. Welcome back to the channel. John here. Oh, actually, a pretty naff and murky and horrible day here in Lincolnshire for another.
Siberia.
Yeah, it is cold. Pistons.
The
Podcast. Oh, we've got the inspector with us as well, and Dad. It's the May Roundup. It might not feel like it's the 7th of June, but amazingly it is. And we're a little bit late doing our roundup.
Oh, we're late in the day as well.
I know, past your bedtime. First and foremost, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Not seen you for a while?
No, mate, no. You've been full of lurgy, so you tell me.
Yep, I've not been very well. Mrs. JC hasn't been very well. I think there's been something going on. And you've been on holiday.
I had a small break, yes.
It's been an interesting month, May. There's stuff to talk about, but not too much to talk about. So hopefully it won't be as boring and nonsensical as normal. You've got a good tan. You've been away. Yeah. We will discuss your holiday and things that you saw later on in this video, I think. Because you had a good time away.
I spotted some K11 micros.
Yeah. You've spotted lots of things, and we'll put that in the video so people can have a look and we'll talk about that. Anyway, this is our podcast. It's us chatting about stuff that we've done each month and how the channel has been performing and how I am and how everyone is. Yeah. We're not feeling it today, are we?
No.
It's probably going to come across today that we are probably not in the mood for the podcast.
No.
So
day's
stick
half over.
With it.
It's nearly bedtime.
Do you want some statistics about
please.
May? Views or subscribers first?
Views.
Okay. What do you reckon? How many views in May?
15.
No. 203,869 views. So over 200,000 views this month. Thank you very much to everyone that's watched the channel, all the videos that we've done, and we'll talk about that in a second.
Thanks for watching that, Mum.
Yeah, we've just had it on repeat. 956 new subscribers this month.
Yeah?
Yeah, nearly 1,000 subscribers in a month, so that's good. We're sitting at just over, I think, 16,500 now. So if you've subscribed to the John Clinton Cars, thank you. We appreciate it. We're on the way to the million.
And we're going to get that million, mate.
I have told people, by the way, because I've been trying to do lots of live streams because it's easier and quicker for me, that you're going to do a live stream when we hit 20,000 subscribers. So if you haven't already subscribed and you want to see Dad on a live stream doing a bit of a live Q&A, hit the subscribe button.
20,000 subscribers?
No, 20,000. I think a million is a little bit unfair.
I know why you're doing live streams on your own.
Why?
So you're going to pay me.
Yeah, that is true. And you haven't been here, mate. What do you think the top...
You could have done a flipping internet one with me.
What? Online?
Yeah.
In where you've been?
Yeah.
In Costa del Mallorca or wherever?
Yeah.
Well, we could have done.
Could have done, couldn't we?
I'll tell you what.
Me beside the pool.
No one wants to see that, mate. There is a picture, though, I am going to put in here of you beside the pool.
Oh, dear. Which one's that?
Which is you checking out the Practical Engineering magazine. Tell us about your engineering magazine.
It was in the blooming bar, so I thought I'd better read it.
I'll have a read of that. Good. Anyway, what do you think the top video of May 2025
You piddling
was?
about on Shelsley Hill Climb.
No, surprisingly not.
Oh.
I don't think you're ever going to guess what the top video of last month was.
Yeah, that super duper Proton tuned up thing.
Nope.
Cleaning an EGR valve.
Nope.
I don't know then.
Dad recharging his air conditioning on a Peugeot 406 estate with
That's an old one.
Yeah, with 42,000 views last month.
Everybody's getting low gas on their old cars.
That's
exactly
days. Something somewhere told the YouTube computer to promote that video.
I did the Nissan Note.
And people have been...
Before I went on holiday.
People have been watching it.
It hadn't lost a lot.
No, it's fine. Good little kit. Go check the video out if you fancy it. And lots of angry people being like, what are these blokes doing? And I'm like, thanks for watching. Anyway, that leads us on nicely to what is in the workshop. Ta-da. You're right, it's been Proton month on the channel. I think the only video on the channel that wasn't a Proton last month hasn't actually come out yet. So every single video we released last month was all about Protons.
I'm expecting next time we do a Pistons that this isn't here.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not here.
I'm hoping this.
Yeah, this is becoming Impian 2.0. Anyway, let's talk about the Satria then, because, well, actually, we are further ahead with the Satria than the folks out there have seen, because we had the van issue in the way, and you've been on holiday, and I've been hill climbing and looking at GTIs and all sorts of stuff. So this month, we have seen your honest reaction to the Satria.
Yeah.
And you weren't very polite about it.
No. Your business is our business.
Has that attitude changed since the work that we've done on it this month?
No.
Good. So your honest reaction still is...
We've still got the spare injectors in case it still doesn't run right.
Yeah. Yeah, we have, yeah. But they haven't seen that yet. So we've had 4 Satria videos this month.
I don't even know whether it runs all right yet.
No. So your honest reaction, and then I went and spoke to my mate Mark, who found me a set of seats.
Yeah, they need doing.
Shout out to Mark, what an absolute legend. If you haven't seen it, this got munched and crunched and all sorts by mice or rats or, I don't know, Loch Ness Monster, whatever it was. Mark gave us some seats. You're really not in the mood today, are you?
Oh, of course I'm in the mood.
And then I've cleaned it.
Ish.
Well, no, I did. I jet washed it, didn't I? And gave it a good old clean under the wheel arches. And that leads us on nicely to a video that's coming later on this month. But that's it. That's all we've really done on Satria on the channel this month. But we have been working really hard, and actually the project is very nearly finished.
I'll be honest with you, I ought to have nipped out here and did all these jobs, didn't I?
We've got about an afternoon's worth of work to do left on the car, and then it's done. So that is all coming.
Did you bring a battery?
Well, no, I didn't, no. But I have got one for it.
Good.
Also on the channel this month, Proton Impians. The 1.6 GLS.
What is the master plan with that Impian?
Well, we're going to talk about that in a second.
Oh, cool.
When you finish doing what you're doing. Finished?
No.
Oh, I thought you hadn't. Crack on then. Come on, man. I don't want to edit all this. I just want to crack on.
That's all right. No need to bloody edit it, are you? Blake's entitled to bloody get this nose tickled on. Come on then, crack on.
As we were talking about then, with Proton Impians, the 1.6 GLS, you know, the one I'm keeping, we bodged the sills. We masked it all up.
Yeah.
We tetra-sealed it. What do you think about that now?
Oh, I think that's a bad idea.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's going to get sticky, isn't it? Yeah, anyway, you did it, not me.
Yeah. The good news is if it's no good, and if it gets covered in, I don't know, road dust
Well,
and
why
stuff,
don't you just send it down to the banger men?
you are in big trouble for saying that. And talking about big trouble and scrapping Impians, I got in big trouble with the people on the internet because I bought another Proton Impian. Yeah, I got in trouble with you. Yeah, I got in big trouble with Mrs. JC. We won't talk about that.
Is that why you're having to blooming appease her with a trip to the zoo?
No, thankfully not. But I did buy another Proton Impian. I paid 200 quid for it, and it's got a hole in the sill. I bought it for the wheels and the tyres and the parts and all these bits and
Yeah, but
pieces.
the tyres aren't any good on it anyway.
But actually,
all you've got is some wheels.
Actually, are we going to kill the Impian for the sake of a small hole in the sill? Is it now time for me to learn to weld and use that as a test case and then send it around the banger track? Or is it a case of learn to weld and sell it on to somebody that's going to enjoy it? I'm not rushing.
I've got a better idea.
What?
Just move it onto somebody that does the repair themselves.
This is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Because it would be good to keep that Impian on the road.
Yeah.
And
I've got better things to be doing welding Impians up.
It's all still up in the air anyway, what we're doing with the Impian. But for those of you that were angry about the fact that I'd given up on the car...
I've got my fence to creosote anyway.
No, so have I. I'd given up on the car for the sake of a small hole. Then there's lots of Impian content coming, including Dad's reaction.
Somebody that wants to do it.
There's loads of people. That is the problem. Now you've got me started. The amount of people that said to me, "Ooh, can't believe you're scrapping that car for a small hole in the sill. What a loser, blah, blah, blah. You say you like all these cars and then you're going to scrap it." Well, no bugger else wanted to take it on. It was on for sale on Facebook for like 3 or 4 weeks. Put your money where your mouth is. Why didn't you reach in your pocket and give the bloke 200 quid? You're just giving it all this I want to save it. Well, bloody save it then. The amount of people that have said, "Oh, I'd save it, John." I've said, "Well, give me 200 quid, you can have it." "Oh, no, I'm too far away." "Oh, no, I haven't got time at the moment." Anyway, rant over. I'm going to do what I want with the Impian.
They mean the They can do that, but they can't weld.
Well, exactly. And neither can I, to be fair. Anyway, so the Impian has not been scrapped. It is still sat on my drive. It's still in the current state that it was in. We've got loads of content coming. My intention is to make as many videos with it as possible and have it pay for itself, and then I can do what I want with it. I might give it away.
I'm going to convince Mrs. JC to cut off your conjugals until you get rid of some cars.
Yeah, well, let's not talk about that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then, earlier this month, the video that caused you to ring me at 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, you soft sod.
I looked at another Proton Satria. This one, a 1.3 gold one, 04 plate. In fact, actually, I went and filmed that video a little while ago. But yeah, did I buy it? No, I turned it down. I don't know what's happened to it. Who knows? But I turned it down. It was 400 quid. Why did I turn it down? A, I don't need any more Protons, and B, we've got this project ongoing at the moment. If it's still available in 6 months' time, who knows? But at the moment, no. No more Satrias. Iswara, let's talk about it then.
Iswara.
Because I've been doing a lot of stuff on my own the past few weeks because you've been on holiday, sunning yourself. Where did you go?
Minorca.
In fact, talk to us about your holiday before I talk to everyone about the Protons.
Well, I got in my Nissan Note and I drove to the East Midlands Airport. I got on an aeroplane and me and your mum went to Minorca, and then we sat in the sun, and I didn't have red wine for breakfast, but I did for every other meal.
So this was the first time I've ever convinced you to go on holiday on an all-inclusive package.
Yeah.
Mrs. JC and I always go all-inclusive because to us it makes financial sense. How did you find the all-inclusiveness?
Well, I used to look at my watch, and when the restaurant was open, I went down there and did some eating, and when I couldn't eat any more, I went and did something else.
Are you converted to the all-you-can-eat?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, you're now an all-inclusive person as well. It does make sense. Let me know in the comments down below, all-inclusive or not.
I told Janice about it, and she wants to go on one now.
She's jealous. Crystal's jealous. She wants to
Tell
go
me
on
all about this all-inclusive.
an all-inclusive look, bless her. Good old Inspector. For those of you that want to know about the Inspector, she's okay. She's all right. We had a little bit of a wobble with her a couple of months ago, but she's got arthritis now because she's an old lady. But she's all right. She's still going strong. She's still doing her inspecting, but she's slowed down a bit, hasn't she? Hey? But she's an old lady. Anyway, so yeah, you was on holiday. What did you see on holiday? Because you sent me lots of photographs that we'll pop in whilst we're doing this little chat.
An Almira saloon thing, yeah, that was interesting.
These are the cars that you've seen on holiday.
Yeah, K11 Micras that are not rotten around the bottom, but the roofs are rotten.
Yeah.
Because everything on the island seems to have a rotten roof because all the paint falls off because it's so flipping hot.
Yeah. And you sent me some sort of off-roading thing.
I know, they were a bit much, weren't they?
Yeah, cool.
I do love the paint finish. It's like anti-chip, but it's coloured.
Like a flat matte.
No, you know how anti-chip got all...
Yeah.
That's what they're painted in.
So there's a car in our works car park. It's a Nissan X-Trail, old style, that has been done in green anti-chip like that.
That's it.
Yeah, I'll have to get you a picture.
That Nissan Patrol was like that. It was a short wheelbase Patrol.
Yeah, interesting.
And did you see that other thing on a Series 3 chassis? Had been chopped down.
Chopped about. Yeah. You'll have seen photographs while we're talking about this because I'm going to insert it into the video. Any other cars that you saw on holiday that you thought, oh, I'd like to import one of those?
I can't remember now, but there's K11 Micras, lots of them.
I do like having a look in the car parks when I go on holiday.
Just to see shuffed around, see what I spotted. But that Almira pulled up outside the shop. I couldn't get a good picture of it because it's different to ours. It was a saloon. All we see is Almiras like a hatchbacks, aren't they?
Oh right, I didn't notice it was any different.
No, it was a saloon.
Oh, I'll have to double look at the picture again. Cool. But you had a nice time on holiday.
Jolly well did, thank you.
And you're going back again, no doubt.
Jolly well am.
Good, all inclusive. Are you all right there, madam?
No, I want to go treats.
We'll have a treat in a minute. So yeah, while you was on holiday, I did lots of things with the white Saloon SE, the Iswara. I took it for a nice old drive in the Lincolnshire sunshine one evening. There's a video of that on the channel, something a bit different. And then I took it hill climbing. I was invited to the Hagerty Hill Climb, thanks to Adam and Paul and the team there. And I took it to the hill climb and got to hill climb a Proton Saga.
I'm pleased it knocked the clutch out.
Yeah, well, so am I, because that was 3.5 hours away from home.
Yeah,
this was my attitude. If I'm going to break it, I break it. when am I going to get the opportunity to hill climb a Proton at Shelsley Walsh again? Which I didn't realise until afterwards was the oldest, or is the oldest, motorsport venue in the world.
It's 1903.
Something similar, yeah. Yeah. Did you see the video of me hill climbing the Proton?
I did, yes.
What do you reckon to my efforts?
Well, I don't know why I've never heard Lewis Hamilton squealing like a schoolgirl when he's going up an hill.
Yeah, well, there you are. It was a good day out. Thanks to the team at Hagerty. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. But you can hill climb.
Did anybody
anything.
crash?
Yes, sadly so.
Well, I did look through the YouTubes and I saw there's some cars that appeared to be crossways on the hill. And
Yes,
stuff.
there was one crash as far as I'm aware. I must admit, I don't know the full ins and outs because you put me on the spot, but there's a disabled driver, I think he's a wheelchair user, who had a Subaru and they sadly crashed their Subaru.
Yes, I did see the Subaru. It's a Subaru I've seen on the old interwebs.
Yeah, there is a GoFundMe page out there because they raise money for disabled motorsport. It's a big shame that they damaged their car, but it's not irreparable.
Well, I'm pleased it wasn't a Proton that was crossways on. Can you imagine?
So am I, to be honest with you. It's not the only Proton that's ever been up Shelsley Walsh, I found out. No, someone sent up a Proton. We're at Putra, which is actually, in the UK, it's called the Coupe. It's got the 1.8 litre engine, it's the Coupe edition. But yeah, that was good day out. Lots of people in Malaysia watching that video, and Proton number 1.
Well, there's lots of Proton videos in Malaysia, isn't there?
Yeah, well, talking about going viral in Malaysia, I also then went to look at a Proton Satria GTI.
Oh, the super duper one.
The super duper one, which for a moment you thought I'd actually bought. This is the one that I had to go and put my money where my mouth is. Rich put it up for sale at auction in Iconic Auctioneers last year, and it was like 10 grand. And it got Lamborghini style doors, and lots of people sent it to me on the internet, and I was a bit like, well, that's a bit naff, isn't it? And then Rich called me out on it and said, no, you come and have a look at it. You come and see this Proton and tell me it's naff. And I went to see it, and it's bloody brilliant. It's beautiful. If I had the money and space and time and inclination and it tickled my fancy, I'd have bought it. But
Good for Mrs. JC to go to work in.
But as you know me, it's got to be original. So a modified car.
Get off with you. You've gone and bought some blooming horrible number plates for this.
No, I haven't. What do you mean?
Some non-standard number plates.
Yeah, because the original ones for this are no good.
But they're what it left the factory with, left the dealership with.
Yeah, but I'm not paying 50 quid for a set of those for this anyway.
Well, look, you've got the original ones.
Yeah, but they look horrible, don't they? Anyway, modified GTI, put my money where my mouth is. Sadly, didn't get to drive it, but it was a beautiful thing. What did you think to it?
Real max power job, wasn't it?
Yeah, the guy had owned it for 20 years. It was done right, that's the thing. It wasn't as if he, stuck some cardboard arches on it and the big wang and said, "That there you go, job's a good one." He had done it right.
Yeah. Fair play to the bloke. If that makes him happy, you do you, that's what I say.
Exactly, and lots of people actually asked me what you thought about the car. So your answer is?
Well, I like that sort of thing, if that's what you like.
Yeah, there you are. Good.
You do you, that's what I say.
And then Ben from Tasty Classics YouTube channel bought himself a Proton Satria GTI.
Top man.
I've only been waiting 7 years to buy one.
Do you need any more cars?
Oh, I want a GTI, man.
Well, you want to get rid of 5 cars and get one of them?
Yeah, I know.
Well, why don't you get yourself one decent car to go to work in?
I've got some of them, that's fine, no problem. So, but Ben from Tasty Classics, the amount of people that have messaged me the past couple of weeks and said, "Have you seen that Ben's gone and bought a Proton GTI?" Yes, I have. And how do I feel about it?
I'm pleased for
Jealous.
him.
But yeah, I'm
pleased
also...
for him.
Well, actually, that's the thing, and I won't give too much away, but I think he's going to do a good job of getting it on the road. Actually, full disclosure, the car that he bought, I was offered. But for reasons that are in Ben's video, go and check it out, are the reasons why I didn't buy it. Because it needs all the welding, and I mean all the... You know how the outrigger on this... Oh, spoiler alert! You know how the outrigger on this was rotten?
Yeah.
He's had to do pretty much the entire floor pan of the GTI. It's complete.
Good.
And actually he managed to get it fired up because the starter motor was wrong. But yeah.
I have a theory behind this. People should do their own hobbies.
Yeah, so get out my Protons, they're our thing.
No, what I'm saying is, if you want to restore cars, you'll have to do it yourself.
Oh, crikey. Well, we're getting there. I'm learning bits. Anyway, let's move on, please, to stuff that we've got to talk about. All this stuff, and stuff that we've been sent. So, you'll find out about this, but I've bought this. It's come all the way from Malaysia.
Where's the little black things gone?
Here, look, right here. Yeah. This is a window regulator.
We're going to fit that this afternoon.
For a Proton Satria. We are going to fit that this afternoon because in an upcoming video you'll find out that the window regulator is no good. There you are, take a look at that. Is that the right thing? It's cost me 40 quid.
Yeah, it looks all right to me.
Good, so that's come all the way from Malaysia and that is for this project, Proton Satria. We were going to just sort of bodge it up a little bit, but we're doing the project right. And for the sake of 40 quid, we might as well fit a proper window regulator, might we? Hey? We've been sent this for you to look at. This is from King Bolan, who are super supporters of the channel, and we are advocates for those. It's the brake fluid tester, the BF200. Yeah. Talk to me about that, because I've got no idea what that's all about.
I've never had one of these before in my life, and I've never been, because I've always worked in a dealer, so we just change the brake fluid on a routine basis.
What does it do?
It checks the amount of water in your brake fluid.
Is that like the thing that you put in and it's got like little floats in it? You suck up a little bit of the brake fluid. I think this does it by electric. Yeah. Well, we'll give that a go. That's something we're going to test out. The King Bolan brake fluid tester. It's not expensive. Not an expensive piece of kit. I think it's like 20 or 30 quid. Isn't it? But it basically measures the amount of moisture in the brake fluid.
Why not?
It tells you if it's any good. There it is. Just so you can have a look.
We're going to try that on a few vehicles.
Yeah, the BF200
baby.
supports .3, .4 and .5.1. All the dots. I bought this. Ta-da! Look at that. What do you reckon to that?
I think it's a load of tosh.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
If I wasn't on a family channel, I'd tell you what I thought about that.
It's cost me £15 and actually it's not very good.
It's not.
But we haven't tested it yet. But do you know what it is?
I do, yes, you've told me.
It's to clean your undercarriage.
I know. That's what Crystal thinks, you're not cleaning my undercarriage with that.
Effectively, it's jet wash things on
It looks like
wheels.
something that's come off Temu.
Well, that's pretty much exactly where it came from. 15 quid. It's got quick release blooming nozzles and bits and pieces on here to go on to me next thing we're about to talk about, and on the jet wash.
Yeah, see if it fits that thing.
Well, yeah, hopefully. So we've been having a bit of a nightmare, but this is what we've been sent.
It's just
from the team at Prunabo. They've sent us this, which is a pressure washer gun, isn't it? Yeah. We always use the Lance. Actually, it's not overly very good. That needs to... Hang on a minute, we've got to...
Oh, that fits.
That goes on there, doesn't it?
Does it bugger you daft looking son?
Yeah, it does. I know what I'm doing, you don't.
Oh yeah, this goes onto your pressure washer.
That goes on to me... No.
Yeah, you take it off here, that doesn't live there.
Yeah, that goes on there, that's it.
Yeah,
you got it.
That goes there. That goes on the end at pressure washer.
That's going on there, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've had to buy an extension or an adapter, haven't we?
Yeah.
For that.
I still can't get over this. It wobbles about. You know what I mean?
There'll be a video of us testing this on the channel.
I want to flipping weld it up so it doesn't all wobble about.
Yeah, but it wobbles about. But will it not be stiff when it's got water going through it?
No. You know, do you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, but so you can get in and under. Look, come give it here.
I can't use the phrase I want to blooming well.
Look, it's like your Dyson ball, isn't it? You don't have to. You know, you can do this and that.
No, I don't like them sort of overs. Yeah, I know what you mean. There, it's like
you know what I mean?
At your house, you can't steer it properly.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what we've been sent. We've been sent this gun, and I've bought that 15 quid. So we're going to test that out, and I've also got this.
Excellent.
Snow foam thing. Snow foaming. That's that.
Yeah, because you've got one of them overs that don't steer properly, haven't you?
Which we're going to be doing. What? No, I've got a shark.
It's like driving a rear-wheel drive forklift. You've got to get the hang on it, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, hey, I'll be testing it out this afternoon. We'll see.
No, we ain't going to mess about with that this afternoon.
We've
got some mechanicking to do.
Anyway, that's coming to the
water.
Channel. Undercarriage cleaner. Yeah. It might do some good. It might not. Anyway, moving on to stuff that I have bought this week. £20. I've bought this. Ta-da!
Okay. Does it work?
Is a no idea. Which is a single DIN radio Clarion for Proton cars for the Satria. There you are. 20 quid that cost me. It's come out of a Proton Wira. that's been scrapped.
It says here, Clarion for Proton cars.
Certainly does. We'll fit it, we'll see if it's any good. But,
Has it got a cassette in it?
no. Guess what I got with that for 20 quid?
A CD.
No.
Bananarama.
A super rare accessory for the Satria project.
Floor pan.
Headlamp protectors. Check that out. They are.
I'm not going to touch them.
Now this one's sadly broken. The clip is broken here, but I think it's still going to hold itself on. But look at those. They are super rare. Yeah.
But you didn't buy a battery.
I didn't buy these. Well, I did buy these, but didn't buy these. So I'm going to clean these up and stick them on the Satria project. But thumbs up, please, on the video for Satria headlamp protectors. I'm all about that, to be honest with you. I bet there's less than 10 pairs of these left in the UK. They're probably on cars, that's all. Look at them. In fact, I'm going to be careful not to stand on them.
Yeah.
And before we go into what's coming up next month, and any other business and all sorts of other stuff, whilst we're looking at stuff, I bought it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to say, don't you?
No?
I want your opinion, boys and girls, because I had a moment of judgment, a lack of judgment on the internet. Quite possibly the best and worst £150 I've spent this month. Because I've gone and bought myself a personalised number plate that says Protons. In fact,
No, it doesn't.
let's just take off this. Let's just take this off so you can see it.
PR07 would be well said Protons.
So this is the issue, right? And this is what a lot of people have pointed out to me on the internet. PR04, actually, well, it looks like pronouns. There you are. Protons.
It does, doesn't it?
It looks like pronouns.
What is your pronoun?
Yes, I know.
It does.
It looks like pronouns.
I didn't know that one, but I do now. Oh.
It was £150. I had the option to have PR04 ONN, so Proton. I had the option to have PR04 ONS, Protons, PR04 ONJ, Proton J. The answer to your question is why I didn't buy PR07 ONS is because that was £1,299.
Why is that more money?
Because it clearly says Protons, whereas this says pronouns.
I bet they don't mean them sort of protons. I bet they mean nuclear physicist type protons.
Exactly.
I'd have thought.
I bought it. I don't know what car I'm going to put it on, which is why I need your help and your option as well. It's meant to say Protons. It looks like it says pronouns, but for 150 quid, why not? Live once. Yes, it's a waste of £150.
If you put that on one of your cars and turn up at work, next thing there'd be somebody said, we need another bathroom.
We
need another facility.
I'm going to put it, I think, on my van. Protons. And then we're going to put 2 black.
No, you're not allowed to do that.
You are allowed to do that. We're going to just glue 2 black things on there. In fact, this number plate is damaged, so I'm going to tell the people that have made it for me that it's damaged. But there it is, PR04 ONS. What
a waste
car,
of money.
Yeah, it is.
You are a div.
But how cool is that, right?
Pronouns.
Yeah. £150.
What do you identify as?
A Proton. What car in the Coupland collection do you want to see this number plate on? Let me know in the comments down below.
There's only a few it can go on.
What do you mean?
Because it can't go on anything older than that.
Yeah.
So it's either going to be the Orange Smart or the van.
I think it's got to go on my van, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It could go on this. It could go on my Impian. It could go on my Satria GTI that I'm going to buy from Ben from Tasty Classics. I'm not. It could go on anything, couldn't it? But it does look like pronouns. But yeah, 150 quid that cost me. £80 of it is the blooming DVLA fee. So
you'd have been better off just buying a battery for this.
Yeah, I know. Comment down below, yay or nay, for the Protons number plate. I would have bought PR07 ONS, But again, it was £1,200.
Yeah.
And I can't justify 1,200 quid. But for 150 quid, bit of fun. What do you reckon to that?
I think it's trash. It's total trash.
I can also get Pro 4 Sat, so Proton Satria. But I'm not doing that because that is 150 quid as well. Anyway, good. I'm not proud of it because someone has ruined it for me by saying it looks like pronouns, which is not a problem, by the way, but it's meant to say protons.
You're talking to the bloke who managed to go on holiday and not buy himself any souvenirs whatsoever. So you can imagine that's definitely an enormous waste of cash. Your mum was getting souvenirs. No, I haven't got any souvenirs.
No, fine. Anyway,
the only thing I paid was my Balearic Islands tax, and that was it. Only mum wanted a meal on the plane on the way home.
we're rambling now,
Yeah.
but let's talk about what's coming up in June 2025. Lots of Proton Satria stuff. We've got loads of stuff to come. We've got was it a compression test we did on this, or was it what did he do?
No, I did a compression test on it.
We've got compression tests. We've got drama. Do we need a new engine? We've got faulty windows. We've got wiring faults. We've got welding.
Oh, this is the one with the wiring fault. That was a pain in the bum, that was.
We've got all sorts of stuff still to come with the Satria project. Keep an eye on the channel for that. And it's MOT season, isn't it? We're getting into that time. And actually, a lot of the cars in the collection have run out of MOT. The TT, my A4, all that sort of stuff. So we're going to have to crack on.
I've got a rant.
Go on then.
My flipping motorbike, 122 quid road tax. It's only got 2 wheels. You get cars in road tax cheaper than
I was
that.
going to say, smart car's free.
I mean, Hyundai's only 20 quid.
Yeah.
Well,
You've got to pay the government, mate.
They're robbing me.
Yeah.
I've only got 2 flipping wheels.
You've been done from all angles, mate.
I've been rogered.
Is that your rant over?
Yeah, my GS500's 80 quid.
So take away.
Talking of GS500s,
Yes.
while you was away, I had to repair my GS500.
While I was away, where was I?
You was pitting out going up hills and stuff.
Oh, right.
Fork seals.
What you say?
Fork seals.
Fork seals to you too, mate.
I had a fork seal, not 100% sealing properly. So somebody nicely bought me some brand. No, they didn't. I bought myself some brand new seals, and they're a good make. What I've had, they're off eBay, but they're made by a company called Pyramid. They're motorcycle regular sort of accessories, aftermarket stuff, well known. You know, used them for years. You put it in, pump it up and down, oil coming out. I thought I must have done something wrong. So put another one in, pumped it up and down, oil coming out. And I'd even got another one. I've had some from before. It was all leaking.
Oh.
So I put an old one in,
Yeah.
and it cured it.
So they're no good. Not fit for purpose.
They're not. So if you buy these off the cheapest seller on eBay, they're rubbish. That's for your GS500, of course.
Yeah. Not for your Protons.
No.
Good. Thanks for that. Thanks for your little rant about that. So did you did that without me being here, so no content on that. Good. Talking about content.
Some things personal between a man and his motorbike.
More on that on your OnlyVans. So coming up, there is some more Proton stuff. Stay with it. We've got MOT season, that's coming up. And we've got Smart 450 work. We had the purple Smart here last week. We have replaced the alternator belt because, the alternator was seized. Any other business?
No.
Anything else that we've got to talk about that's coming up on the channel in the next 4 weeks?
No.
There you are. That's it. Thanks
That's
for being
it.
with us. It's coming up to show season. We've got the Baston Classic Car Show coming up. Whether or not I can actually bother to go is a different thing. We've got the Festival of the Unexceptional coming up, which we are going to. And we've got the Boston Classic Car Show coming up, which we will be going to as well. Unit chat, storage chat. We've got to get the cars down to the storage yard. We'll talk about that in a separate video. Any other business from you?
No.
Good. Thanks for watching. That was Pistons the podcast.
GS500s, better than Protons.
Genuinely, thanks to everyone that's watched, liked, subscribed, commented, been with us on the channel recently. We're going to go test all this and do some work on the Satria. What's the plan this afternoon? What are we doing? Fixing that window regulator.
We'll see you later.
See ya. Till next time, have a great day. Thanks for watching. See ya.
Ta-ra, folks.
There are so many more Proton related videos on the channel, and I've actually selected a couple that I think you might like here on this page. Give them a click to watch them now. Don't forget to subscribe for more Proton fun and lots more videos coming soon.